Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing a traveler's notebook spread using Traci Reed design elements. I am working with the Autumn Enchantment collection. I have some die cuts here that I am thinking I will use to cut out more embellishments. These are alphabets. I forgot what company had them. They're a little bit of an opal color, but it only comes with like the straight alphabet, I believe. They might be pink fresh. I don't remember where they are. Anyways, I keep them around in order to trace them because they're a good size, a little bit bigger than some of my stamps, a little, you know, so and they kind of fit. So I was either working with the word happy across here or actually family did fit as well. So I am going to be tracing them and cutting them out of the different pattern papers in the collection. So it fits this way or this way. And so I thought if I cut out the letters F-A-M-I-L-Y, family, from this one, that it could be very beautiful across there. And then on the opposing side, I love this marigold plaid. So we'll use this and this photo of us recently at a pumpkin patch with my mother and my mother-in-law. So it was a fun old time. So it's like, you know, 3 generations in one photo kind of moment. So that's what's cute about this. And then I have just these die cuts of like just different little leaf patterns are from this Altanute set. And so I just thought that if I also die cut it with some of these green pattern ones, yeah, those could work, that I could have them as decorative elements around the word. And then over here I haven't figured out quite what I want to do as far as the embellishment, and I also may make a flip up in order to hide the journaling. Well, in essence, to include journaling is where I'm at. The only thing I wanted to do was I didn't want to leave it on this grid paper, so I have a piece of copy paper and I have this Nuvo mica mist spray from Nuvo. I think this has been in a haul for a while and I haven't actually used it. So what I want to do is just kind of get like a gold misty background over here so that these letters, once I cut them all out of the pattern paper, will pop on it. So technically I'm starting this video so that I can spray this and then let it dry, and hopefully it won't warp too much once it's dry, in order to adhere it down on this side and then add all these elements. So while I spray this right now, we'll set it aside, and then I will trace these out of the pattern squares or pattern rectangles, and we shall go from there. So actually I will spray it off camera a little bit just so that it's over my my garbage can here, so I don't have to have major cleanup. But I will show you what the end result is because I'll make it kind of splotchy, you know, so that it looks mixed media-ish. And I'm doing that only because I think on my last video I posted, I was showing you how I did the TN signatures. And so I just felt like some of the ones that didn't have a nice sentiment to use later were either too busy or all of them have sentiments. Or I could have done this one too. That one is pretty solid, but I just thought it was very bold. So that's why I am doing this simple gold mixed media motion, and the gold because I picked this marigold one too. So everything works together. And let's see what I get on this misting. Well, of course, now my sprayer the spray bottle doesn't work. So, okay, this sprayer is broken. So that's a bummer, but sitting on my desk still are these new Distressed Mica stains. So there is one that's kind of a yellowy gold Harvest Moon that we can use. So let's use that. Okay, I'm just gonna set this aside and let it dry, and I'm gonna see, I just did like 2 splotches in case this was too busy with all the pattern papers on it. We'll just have it like 1 tone per each, and that way it'll complement it on that way too. So this shall dry, and let's get a tracing the letters. Let me put this on a flat surface. Okay, those mica mists when you see the final product, they are so shimmery. They are really good. All right, so I was letting that dry, and let's go ahead and trace out all the letters on the different pattern papers. Now, don't get me wrong, this probably could have been done on a silhouette cameo, but for me to kind of measure and then put it on the mat and know exactly where to cut it is a little bit probably out of my comfort zone with the software. So hand tracing and fussy cut was fine for me. And like I always say in my videos, this portion isn't a bummer to me. I actually enjoy it. And so for me, I listen to probably a book on tape and kind of just zone out for a while as I cut out the 5 letters for family. I made sure to be aware of the patterns I used, so I didn't have like 2 green letters together. I definitely spaced them out if I did use 2 greens. That way they weren't competing. And the only one I feel like it was a little bit too busy was the M on the stripe paper, but that's neither here nor there. It's just kind of an aesthetic thing looking at it, but the layout turned out beautiful. I think this is always a good idea, especially to showcase all of the pattern papers if you're not afraid to cut into them, or if you get little pattern cards like this. It's an easy way to show all the gorgeous colors that the collection holds. So once I have that kind of cut out, that will be the most part of that side. So we'll work on the other side. So the picture is of us recently going to the farmer's market for a pumpkin patch. We go annually, so as soon as it opens up, we always attend. So we were in the corn maze when I snapped this one on a selfie stick. Yes, I still buy a selfie stick. If I lose it, I replace it. I always have it ever since whenever these came out. They've been great for me to always include myself in photos. So in order to hold my journaling, I am making a flip up and keeping this one that says this is enchanting underneath it, and then using the journaling card that says these memories or something. I do go ahead and type out my journaling and put it on clear sticker paper so the yellow of the paper shines through. This came together fairly easy, and then I used the die cuts to die cut those leaves that you see above, and it turned out great. I will leave the links down below. Please subscribe if you haven't done so, and as always, give this video a thumbs up. Bye!